The International Metabolic Physicians Association, IMPA, was formally launched with the lighting of the lamp at the hands of well-known business tycoon Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani at the first day-long conclave on metabolism held on the 13th of January, 2024 in Mumbai. Over 350 practicing physicians from across the nation witnessed the launch of IMPA by participating in a conclave. IMPA is an association of the physicians engaged in practicing metabolism, which comprises the health issues such as diabetes, obesity, and blood pressure, and fatty liver disease. The idea behind forming the IMPA is to provide a unified platform to address the growing healthcare burden of metabolic disorders. The association aims to engage experts from multiple medical specialties. The chief guest at the launch occasion, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, drew attention to the unfortunate fact that India, known as the capital of diabetes with 13.60 crore population in the pre-diabetic stage alone, faces a huge challenge. This is India's problem, hence we should not wait for and depend on countries like the USA to find the solution for our problem. As you know well, our country is excelling in many fields, be it infra, green revolution, technology, or space, so why not find a diabetes solution? The day-long conclave attended by the physicians across the country addressed a range of topics that included obesity and NCDs, lifestyle changes with diet and exercise, diabetes and metabolism, heart failure, fatty liver disease called MASLD, and its management, and endobariatric and metabolic disease.
A very good afternoon to each and every one of you. I'm thrilled to be over here this morning, this afternoon. And my heartiest congratulations to the association for the wonderful work that you are doing. And really, it's a pleasure to be here amongst you here this afternoon. I don't know whether I'm the fit person to be here to do all the inaugurations and other things, but it's a joy really to participate in this particular program that you are doing. And congratulations, Dr. Nitin Latankar, President of the Association, Dr. Vimal Pahuja, Dr. Ketan Pale, of course, Dr. Chatterjee, Dr. Manish Gupta, all the other people who participate in this. I wish you really the very, very best. We have, unfortunately, a reputation that our country has to be the diabetic king of the world. We kind of do a problem which is overwhelming, reaching from the richest of rich to the poorest of poor. And we see in our country many of the people who, I know of a patient who is only worth 30,000 crores, and because of the negative effects of diabetes, died at an early age of 60 years after getting the best medical treatment that the country or any country in the world could offer. Hence, the importance of being able to treat diabetes is so important. Number two, I do believe that many of the research done all over the world is overwhelming, especially the United States of America, which takes leadership into research on the medical side. The pharmaceutical companies, the institutions of excellence, the hospitals over there have taken leadership in many of the medical science progress that has taken place in various subjects. There are very few subjects where we have the opportunity to make that paradigm shift. And I do believe that we can make a beginning here today by saying that we will work in India, we will work through our association, we will work through the hospitals that we have here, we will work through research and institutions in India to make that paradigm happen. So I wish you the very, very best. Thank you very much.
In terms of metabolic syndrome, is there any kind of a plan or a vision to create such vicinity centers of treatment or centers of diagnosis in the vicinity, as is the case of other hospitals in the vicinity near schools and malls?
India is considered the diabetic capital of the world. We all understand the difficulties in terms of diabetes, all the complications that it entails, shortens lives, brings about debility, morbidity of all the organs of the body, and unfortunately, a lot of people's lives are shortened because of diabetes. Today, that conference that we have held is to look at this thing and stare it at the face as to what are the solutions really to take care of diabetic care. We in these hospitals, whether it's Dr. Hiranandani hospitals or all the other hospitals which are there in the vicinity and all over the country, are focused on taking care of diabetic patients. The paradigm is already happening. We have better medicines, we have better care, but diabetes is not sufficiently taken care of by medicine alone. It requires a lot of care by the patient themselves to take care of their diet, take care of their exercise, take care of their lifestyle completely. All this can be done in India because we have more diabetic patients than anywhere else in the world, and we really need to focus on this subject. So I'm happy to say that this conference here today is focusing on the issue of metabolic problems in this country, and I am certain that with the leadership that we have in the medical fraternity, we will find solutions to diabetes in India. We have to. We have done care of so many other complicated diseases, and we have relied on the Western world to do it. But as far as diabetes is concerned and metabolic problems, the other countries are not so seriously affected. We are much more seriously affected. Hence, my congratulations to the hospitals which are doing all this activity over here, and hence they must be complimented. But we need to move ahead much more on the research in these areas in order to find a solution to the problems, not mitigation of these issues.
Key takeaways of this today's first conclave of IMPA. So what are the key takeaways for the patients as well as for the physicians?
I think it was, up till now, we took for granted that it is okay to have bad diabetes. People say, चलता है, सबको डायबिटीज है, मुझे भी है, इसको भी है, इनको भी है, डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, हम दवाई लेते हैं, सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. In reality, that is untrue. The focus on today's conference, the focus in our hospital is to enlighten the patients, to signify to each and every one of the citizens of India that if your family member has diabetes, let's take care. There is a solution. There is a solution to the problems where you can mitigate this issue of diabetes. Take care of your relatives, take care of your parents, take care of your siblings, take care of your children, take care of your grandchildren, take care of all of them. We can solve the problem. That is the most focus area in this, what we are doing. Our hospital, as you asked before, the Hiranandani hospital is now taking care of creating processes which we can do. The Hira gain that we really need to do in terms of taking off all these problems to do. Weight loss is becoming a very important thing. It sounds sexy that to become losing weight, but it's so important for a diabetic patient, not only from a point of view of looking good, but actually to take care of their diabetes. I think all that is extremely important today.
Yeah, do you have any plan for diabetes? Explain something. Which plan can?
I don't like to show off, but I must tell you that Dr. Hiranandani Hospital does Hira Gain entire set of processes and procedures we have already laid, and I'm sure that the other hospitals and doctors will also take advantage of the things which we have done. We are open to share our ideas and thoughts with other people and really prescribe all these thoughts to the rest of the other hospitals, the other doctors and the country. And this conference is actually going to be the cornerstone of starting this off.
Metabolic physicians. Sounds very insightful actually.
We have, as Sir was saying, we have a diabetes focused associations. But diabetes is not a solitary problem. Diabetes, obesity, cholesterols, and polycystic ovaries, there are so many other things which go hand in hand. They are almost like cousins. So to tackle all of them together and face them head on So that's why we have formed an association called as International Metabolic Physicians Association. So metabolism involves everything of this. And that's why we have taken this as an initiative. And as sir was saying, in Hiranandani hospital, we have started a program called Hira Regain. So regain your health. And we are tackling all these problems together. And this is first of its kind of a center and first of its kind of an organization where we are trying to tackle not an individual disease per se, but collectively we are trying to tackle this problem.
Will you go national soon?
So we have already have got our mentors are from Canada, from Germany, and we have got Dr. Anup Mishra from Delhi, Arya Sharma from Germany, and Dr. Larry Cheskin from USA. So we are already having members who are from all over the world, and we are going by strength because this is the first conference where we have people from all over the country. Dr. Neeta Deshpande is a stalwart from Karnataka and Belgaum, and she is a well-known all over India, and she has joined as a member of RSSDI, which is a primary organization. So we have got people from all over all walks of life, basically all specialties. And we have people from respiratory medicine, nephrology, all sorts of things who tackle metabolism. So that is the idea of IMPA.
Just add to what I'm Dr. Manoj Chawla and I'm invited here as a speaker. And I begin with let me congratulate IMPA and Hiranandani Hospital for the great work. And it was a pleasure to listen to what we said and completely agree with Mr. Hiranandani about it's not one hospital, but every hospital which should have a specialized center. I'm attached in Mumbai to both Raheja and Hinduja hospitals, and we did start off Raheja Hospital as a specialty center, but today it's converted into a multi-specialty because, again, it's not right to focus on one disease. You will have cancer, you will have other disease. So every hospital putting in effort, and as I said, amazing to see the kind of work that Hiranandani Hospital is doing. We're speaking about the fast food culture. I think one of the aspects which is already taking care is in the schools, and today we see policies in the schools where fast food is done away with, and I think that's the right approach because it's the younger minds and children which will not only accept those changes but bring about those changes in their own homes. And it's the reverse thing. You know, there was a time that we used to tell our kids what to do. Now it's the children telling the parents as to go away with unhealthy habits.
When we studied medicine, and even to this day, metabolic medicine is not part of the curriculum even at the undergraduate level nor at the postgraduate level. So we felt that through IMPA we can have different kinds of training for healthcare professionals to become aware of metabolic diseases, and to that end we plan CMEs, we plan fellowships to sensitize healthcare professionals, general practitioners about what metabolic medicine is all about.
So we continuing to Madam's thing, we have introduced India's first introductory course of metabolic medicine to create the awareness for the physicians of India. And within a less period of time, in less span, we had more than 6,000 registrations who have been enrolled and they have completed their course on this metabolic medicine. And we have plans for advanced courses on metabolic medicines as well in the future.
आजकल जो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं उनको भी डायबिटीज देखा जाता है, इंसुलिन तक लेना पड़ता है.
So छोटे बच्चों में I think
छोटे बच्चों में जो होता है वो यूजुअली टाइप 1 डायबिटीज़ होता है, उसे ऑटो इम्यून डिसीज़ कहते हैं. वो आमतौर पर जो हम डायबिटीज़ देखते हैं बुज़ुर्गों में या ओल्डर एज में बहुत अलग होता है. वो डिसीज़ ही अलग है, उसके कारण ही अलग है. सो उनको इंसुलिन ही लेना पड़ता है क्योंकि उनके बॉडी में इंसुलिन का उत्पादन होता ही नहीं है, तो इसलिए उनको इंजेक्शन लेना पड़ता है. बट हैविंग सेड दैट, बुरे लाइफस्टाइल की वजह से जो बुज़ुर्गों में होता है वो भी आजकल यंग एज में हो रहा है. उनके लिए वेट लॉस बहुत ज़रूरी होता है.
Thank you.
Thank you.